So I never upload on YouTube because I feel like I really lack a personality, and it's just not true. Like I know I have a personality, but I'm just like too lazy to show it. So today I am just gonna do like my makeup like usual. I don't know, like just do my makeup, get ready with me style shit. The title of this video talks about like my school experience. So like while I do my makeup, I'm gonna start talking about that. Yeah, like my life in like my school situation is like, you know, she's there. Like she's there, but we ignore her. Okay, so I'm using my Dior Air Flash foundation, and I'm just gonna like, oh my god, I got a hair in it, ew. I don't know why everybody says this foundation gives them anxiety. It's like the most like, I don't know, it's like super easy to use. Like people freak out about it and I don't get it. Okay, so I'm assuming a lot of y'all are like be from my Instagram. So if you've been following me for a while, I used to go to like a crazy private Christian school, like from like kindergarten through like 8th grade. And right now I'm like a sophomore, I'm 15 years old. I have been doing online school for like the past 2 years. Everything was normal when I was like in elementary school, like there was no problems. Like, you know, like I'm a normal elementary kid, like there's no problems. Always got good grades, all my teachers loved me. I like wasn't like popular, but I was just like, I don't know, like everybody knew who I was, but I wasn't like a popular kid. There wasn't really popular kids at my school because there wasn't like enough kids there for the, like literally there was like, I think there was like 300 or 400 kids through the whole school. So as around like 7th or 8th grade started hitting, oh no, 6th grade. 6th or 5th. So it was like 6th or 5th grade started hitting. I like realized I was gay. I was like, sis like some dick.
Excuse me?
Yeah, and I couldn't really like tell people just because, I mean, like y'all get the hint. In my town, it's like not chill to wear makeup. Like I literally never wear makeup out in public in my town. Like I literally am like, I don't want to get jumped. I don't want to die. I like don't care enough about it to like bitch risk my life. So I just don't wear makeup in my town. But I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape, by the way. And so I was like, it was weird. I always had like big meme accounts on Instagram. Like ever since I was 12, I've always had 100,000 followers on some platform. So as like the internet started like social media started kicking off, I was in like 5th or 6th grade when Instagram like first started happening, and I remember being like the first kid on social media, and like I ran like a big meme account, and like in like 7th grade I used to own the username like bitch, and I would like sell shout outs and shit, and I had like 1 million followers on like that meme account. And so I was always just like big online for no reason. And then as like the concept of influencers started happening, I remember just being like, my 6th, 7th grade year old self being like, I want to be that, like I just want to be famous for no reason, like I don't know. And so the guys wearing makeup started becoming a thing, like people like Bretman Rock and shit started happening. I was like, oh my god, I want to do that. Like they're so confident, and I wanted that so badly. Like I was the most like, not I don't know, like I didn't act insecure, but like deep down I was like, girl, I am so fucking ugly. And I was an ugly ass bitch, and just like pretty insecure, and I wanted to just like be confident. I saw all these people online like doing crazy, like at the time controversial shit, and not caring and just being like crazy confident, and I wanted that. So I started like wearing makeup. Like I literally like, I would steal makeup from Walmart, like I would steal it from my friends, like I would just steal that shit. I didn't have the money to get it. I was like too young to like have money, and so I always just like, I don't know, like friends would give me makeup and shit, and I just started wearing makeup. And my parents were not accepting of it, like really at all. Like not that they weren't accepting of it, they were just fearful for me because of where we lived. They didn't want me wearing makeup in my town because I could have gotten fucking jumped, you know? They were like just not like vibing, and I was just like, I don't care. And so I just kept doing it. I started posting on Instagram. So like everything was normal. I was posting on Instagram. Like I started like a makeup account while I had a meme account, and I would promote my makeup account from the meme account. So I gained myself like 10K from doing that, and like I was not good at makeup at all. And I would post that shit. I was just like I just wanted to be famous. And people at my school, like, people started knowing because I had like my sides shaved and I had like kind of a brown man bun. I'll insert a photo. It was not cute. It was just like, it just wasn't cute. And people just kind of like, they got the vibe I was gay. Like I didn't really talk gay. I didn't have any earrings, and I didn't have any like, my hair wasn't white. I was like a very like normal like boy, like whatever. But like people could just like, they could just tell. And so a lot of people started finding out about my social media just because like, you know, like they find your shit. And so people just started realizing, like finding it, and like the teachers found it, and they weren't like, I don't know, they were just like, I don't believe in it, but like he can do whatever he wants type thing, you know? Like that's kind of how the vibe was. And then I got around like 20,000 followers by like around my 8th grade year. Like everybody kind of knows who I am now. Like I'm like that faggot who wears makeup type shit, you know? And then that summer comes along for like that year. I think it was my 8th grade year. And I started doing like Instagram like tutorial videos, like how a lot of y'all have found me. and they like were going crazy viral. Like they were actually doing really well. Like really well. Like 500,000 views every single fucking video I uploaded. And it was in like June of like 2017. And I had like 70,000 followers. And then all of a sudden, it was June 19th. I like have an old video on my channel about this, but I was so ugly then. Ew, don't watch it. So my mom got an email from the school, and it basically was just like, there's a lot of like parents in the school board is concerned about Ethan's online actions, and we just really want to discuss it, like, et cetera, et cetera. Like, parents were, at this point, they were like pretty supportive because I was gaining a lot of followers, and like, I had a manager at the time. So they saw how like, I actually could be making serious money off this. So they were like, okay, like we're gonna like fight this. And then we got brought into the office, and basically, long story short, because it's a crazy long story, apparently I broke the moral conduct code of my school by being a guy in makeup. And I ended up getting like, I wasn't expelled, but if I wouldn't have deleted my social media, I was going to be expelled. So we were just like, fuck y'all, and we just like left the school, and I started up online school. I can't set my face and talk at the same time, so like let me go set my face and I'll be back in like 2 seconds. But yeah, so the summer goes by. I'm pretty like, it was really interesting, like growing up my whole life, and like everybody there, I knew literally since I was like 5 years old in kindergarten. Like we had something like $50,000 like from the time I was like 8 to like that in like tuition. Like not, it wasn't like 50 grand every year, but like throughout like the time period, it was like, it's a lot of money to go to private school, you know, like I get fucking kicked out. And the reason it became like a big deal at the school was because like I was like a good kid. Like I literally had like all A's and B's. Like my teachers loved me. Like a lot of like teachers left after that. It was like a thing. All the students were pissed. Like it was like a thing. It was a lot to process, and I feel like I literally, like the way I dealt with it mentally was I didn't process it. I literally was like, okay. Like I just acted as if it didn't happen. I don't know. It probably wasn't a healthy way of dealing with it, but like I never got really that upset about it. So the summer just goes by and shit. Did my normal thing. I kept doing my Insta videos. I ended up going to BeautyCon that August. We used my tuition money to go to BeautyCon that year. Just casually start gaining followers like usual, doing my looks, doing my videos, etc., etc. And then we like the new year started, and I had to like enroll into like online freshman school because I like wasn't gonna drop out. And then as time really went on, like I started making like serious money, and like it became like I'm making more money than anybody I know, and like and like, you know, like everybody around me, like as time went on also, like I stopped talking to a lot of like my friends in my area, and I got very like not isolated, but like with how I am now, like I have friends in my area who like go to that school or used to go to that school, but like I used to be hanging out with them like so much, and now it's really just like I have all my internet friends and like my social media friends from like all over across the world who like fly in to hang out, and like I go to LA to hang out with friends and stuff instead of just like, I don't know, like my life's just changed so much because of social media. It's like actually like kind of crazy. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Makeup Forever bronzer. If you're looking for like a dope ass like orange undertone bronzer, literally it is like the most orangey, like, oh my God, it looks so good. And so I finished my like freshman year of online school, and like the thing with online school, if you're like looking to like do online school, it's really interesting because you have to be like an antisocial personality. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I do not need to be around other people to function at all. Like, I cannot talk to people besides my parents for like a month and a half, and I'm literally perfectly fine. I like being in control all the time, and I'm very chill with FaceTiming people, and I like the concept of I'm able to control how long I talk to people. I know that sounds so crazy and like weird, but like I'm a control freak, and that's how I work. And so actually doing online school and doing that on my own time while I also do my makeup stuff, and I just like have my family at home, and like, you know, like it just works out really good. At first it was a little bit like iffy, like the work was kind of like stressful, and it was just like, it was a big adjustment going from being in a classroom all the time to like being home all the time. I literally keep forgetting to talk. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm just putting like this orange yellow shade on my under section. I just like blended a bunch of pink in there, and yeah. And so now I'm starting off my sophomore year in high school, my second year doing online school, and I really like it, and I like where I'm at in my life right now. I'm making good money. I'm doing what I love. I'm doing social media. I feel like I have used makeup as almost my launch pad into just becoming like doing social media. I don't know why, but I absolutely love social media. I always have. Like I just said in this video, I had like a bunch of followers when I was like 11 for no fucking reason. Like I literally just did. I've always loved doing social media, and like, I don't know, it's just a big passion of mine, and I think it's really cool that like my life has now been adjusted to where like that's what I literally get to do what I love at such a young age and actually be successful at it. And like, I feel like not many people can actually say that, you know? And it's so great that I actually do have crazy supportive parents who like have made this happen. And they, the other main reason that I really fuck with online school is, at least for my situation, is my parents both work from home. They own their own business. So actually when I go out to do my schoolwork, my parents are literally like, they're doing their work like across the room from me. And they're like, you know, like they're doing their like work shit. So it almost forces me to actually like have to do my schoolwork. Cause I know me and I know a lot of other people are like this. I'm a big fucking procrastinator. Like I'm the biggest procrastinator in the world. And if my parents were not there literally making me do school, I know for a fact I would be like dropped out or like, oh my god, I think I'm done with the eyeshadow. This looks like such a serve. I used to do eyeshadow that looks like this all the time. I literally just have not in a while. Like when I first started makeup, I like did eyeshadow looks like this like every time I did my makeup. My throat is killing me. Like the back of my throat like literally hurts so bad for no reason. Watch me be getting fucking strep throat or something. It's called strep throat, right? Hey, education. I don't know, as odd as it sounds, I really think like, I think shit like that is meant to happen because I've had some of the most crazy opportunities in my life happen to me randomly like in a weekday. Like the first time me and Tana actually got to hang out and it wasn't just like at an event, like I did her makeup, we like hung out and like went to the show and like that type of thing, like it was like literally like a fucking Wednesday. Like I wake up at like 5 a.m. and like drive down to Houston with my mom. Like my mom literally drove me to Houston. I couldn't have done that if I was in school. Like I literally wouldn't have been able to. I couldn't have gotten out of school to like go to have fun with friends, you know, like I couldn't have done that. And I don't know, it's just really cool that I'm now basically in 100% control of my life. And that's, as a control freak, that's my dream. Like I'm where I want to be. Like I almost have 500,000 followers on Instagram. Like I'm using my favorite Lily lashes in the style Miami. I used to use the style Mykonos like religiously, but recently I've been switching over to Miami. I don't know why. I feel like it's just because I ran out of my Mykonos. If you literally want to have like the best lashes in the world, or like if you just yeah, if you literally just want to have the best lashes in the world, you just go to Ethan at checkout and get yourself some Lily lashes. I think it saves you like 10 or 15%. It's like a decent amount. Mini backstory that like just actually fucking happened. My phone died and I was like, fuck. And then I like charged my phone and my phone charges and I look at it and the video wasn't there where I just sat here and filmed my eyeshadow and like talked, like you just saw. And then I took off my eyeshadow, acted calm. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna refilm it. Like act like nothing happened. Like say what I just said again. It was there the whole fucking time. So I just took off my whole eyeshadow and like I put it back on like for no reason. Like I'm a moron. I'm actually so dumb. Okay, I'm using the KKW Beauty highlighting thing. This is the best fucking highlighter in the world. Like, hold on, just like the way it goes on is so like natural and like pearlescent. Like, hold on, let me just put the rest on and I'll show you. I like putting this shade on top of it because it gives it like a very like white cast, and like I'm the type of bitch to, like love a white cast. Like, hold on, you'll see. Like, it just makes it literally like your cheekbones look like so airbrushed and like doesn't look chunky at all. Like, look at that. Look how like glossy it looks. The reason this is like duller than this side is because like my lighting is like really whack right now. Oh my god. So I'm gonna use the MAC. Oh my god, ew, I got it. It always spills on the side whenever I like try to use my MAC Fix Plus. But I'll be using my MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm using my Urban Decay set. You know, I'm actually not even using it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics black lipstick in the shade Weirdo. Normal people use like a lip scrub. I don't. Just leave it like that. I'm like, I look so great. Me actually drinking an energy drink before this, so my hands are like shaking. Like, look at this. That's what it's like being a crackhead, literally. Okay, yeah, so I just finished my makeup look. I don't know, I really wanted to like share my personality more. I feel like I'm like a pretty dope person and not a lot of people get to see that person, like that side of my personality. My Instagram is just like a bunch of pretty photos of me. It's not like anything of actual substance. If you want to check out my Instagram, if you don't know who I am, it's Ethanisupreme. You can like click the link down below, like add it. My Twitter is trashqueenethan. I'm like really dramatic and like get involved in a lot of drama. And like my tweets go viral. You can go check that out too. But yeah, thanks for like sitting down and listening. I hope I actually explained this pretty decent. Yeah. If you're gay and you're coming out and think you're in a shitty position, just always remember, like, do what you think is right and use logic and reasoning, not emotions. That's what I've always lived by. Don't make permanent decisions off of temporary emotions. Yeah, so that's sappy and gross though. But yeah, if you guys like my video, fucking subscribe. You can give it a like or a dislike. I honestly, like, whichever. Like, I actually don't even care. Bye.